Do you believe in love after love after love after love after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Heracles Porsche's professional intro. Yay! Sometimes when I get on OkCupid, it tells me that I have 13 new likes, but it's lying to me. It's the same 13 likes I've always had. Well, not always had, but I've had for a while. So, OkCupid, stop lying to me. Oh, right, no, I forgot. I'm not here to talk about my personal life. I'm here to talk about Dust514 and guys, it's time for the breakup. I've been talking about this for a while, but by the way, this is not how you are supposed to send in an app to a top tier corp. It just isn't. And bitches shouldn't be spelled with a capital B. Everyone knows it's lowercase b. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to encourage bad grammar, so I corrected that for you. But I've been in Capac for 1 year. If you don't believe me, boom! Oh look, guys, I'm naked. Everything's exposed. It's my ISK, my aura, my SP totals. I'm bare naked, exposed for the world to see. Feel free to comment. Did I have more SP than you thought? Less? I don't know. So anyway, I know that I am pretty broke right now, but I'm hoping to fix that once I nail down a price for what these Apex suits are actually worth. It's a little tricky. I got this game footage here. I'm in the Tash Murkon heavy skin, which I got in a box off on Porsche a long time ago, but they did some thingies in that last patch that came out today that lets me move that over. You can tell this is a real winner right here. Hopping into my Quaif Mathana. That medium skin with the Nova knives, that's a winner right there, folks. He's going places, and sarcasm. Anyway, blah blah blah. Shepard Gray did hop on yesterday to basically just get people from random guns and OH to defend his district. But yeah, it's clear. This is the first time he's been on a blue moon, and it's clear that the corp is going to stay dead for a while. We'll probably, I'm saying we, Capac will probably hold on to his districts for a while, just doing that kind of stuff. But the activity is going to remain sparse, and I really need to be in an active corp in the new 1.2 era, methinks. But I did really enjoy watching some of the newbie corps get their asses kicked because they thought they could come in and take districts from a dead corp. I enjoyed that immensely. I got footage of that later. Yeah, Primordial Cockroach. I still have 2 of the 3 skins you sent me. You will get them back. Thank you very much for the loan. That was footage of that Thuker skin was in the video I released before this one. I'm just so overloaded with stuff, so I hope you can be patient with the delays there. I will get those recorded and sent back to you. You were very kind to respond to my request that was on the forums. But don't worry, it's taking a little longer than I thought, but those will get back to you. Anyway, if you guys were anything like me, you spent most of your morning redoing a good portion of your fits. So yeah, I have to say, I am liking 1.2. I do like how the fits have been streamlined. Let's see here. So yeah, it's a really good change overall. It means the gap between uh, basic and advanced and proto has closed quite a bit. And that's good. This is far too long been the game of just like utter proto stomping. And yeah, it's I think it was good for the gap to close basically. So Apex suits have always been in kind of a weird place. They were sort of roughly as strong as advanced suits, and now because of the PG CPU, they're definitely weaker than advanced suits. But here's the thing: a lot of people don't notice about those Apex suits. Their bandwidth is still as good as Proto, so there's not quite as quirky as they used to be, but they're definitely not as good as advanced suit. But if you have a certain equipment rotation, they could actually be good to play after an advanced suit. And if you guys don't understand what I mean, I can try to explain it better in the comments. Oh, this is great. Right here in the footage, guys were getting sniped off the. I've done this before. This guy is up on the tower sniping, and he was sniping people off the hack. But of course I had this repper on me, and just a little dodgy, and plus reps equals hack down even when you're getting sniped. So that was good. You'll see that a couple more times over the course of the video. And this is a bluff nade that was unnecessary. Anyway, I gotta stop talking about the footage. I got real things to talk about. So yeah, all our fits are getting better but more expensive, basically. I had one advanced fit I was playing with this morning, and it ended up costing me 100,000. And I was just like, no, that's too much for an advanced fit, so I ended up whittling it down a bit. Alright, Apex suits are now tradable, and they're not selling for as much as I hoped they would, but I think, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out what they'll sell for. I certainly am going to be selling off some of mine. That suit you saw at the start of the video, the Galente, oh man, am I drawing a blank? No, it's the Spartan Apex. I'll be selling that off. And I have like 100,000 Amarr points that I'm gonna turn into whatever suit will get me the most money, aside from the heavy, because I don't know. Anyway, and I'll maybe I'll sell off my Galente heavy too. I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, so if you are in, if you see people selling Apex suits for ridiculously cheap, like 10 million ISK or something, I'm guessing it's probably a scam. Probably. Yeah, I think that's a healthy assumption. And I'm really paranoid about buying stuff from people, so I haven't had a chance to find out who a lot of the scammers are, but I think, you can just, I know that when skins became sellable, a lot of people ran scams with those, so the scams just continue. It's just scam on this game. So yeah, just be paranoid if you go to buy anything from people. Also, also people, I know that I know the quality on this channel dropped a bit recently because I've just been churning out too many videos. I haven't necessarily had the time or energy to put really great dialogue or music or anything like that. I just have to kind of, like, I just had too much stuff to cover, and I just had to like churn out content to keep up, and I wasn't able to give it kind of its standard flair that I like to give things. But yeah, hopefully I can go back to stressing quality over quantity. And this guy who was repping me set it up great with the he knew exactly how to make that work, so that was great. And I'm gonna kill a lot of tanks this game. I do remember that. Well, 3-ish, all from the same guy, I think. Anyway, that was my bad though. I was very naughty to do that. I should have gone for people over tanks. And don't worry, I will pay for that. But I did like all the hacks I was getting. I already got all that crin salvage stuff done on Porsche, but I think I'm gonna get I got my kills on 2 other guys, which got me some extra keys, and I might finish grabbing hacks on Guild Luck, which will be 3 more keys. Hey, alright, so I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about, but I guess since it's like a year in Cap and I'm leaving, I could try to talk about my history in Cap a little bit while I'm bugged. I'm going to talk about the most boring topic possible while I'm over the most boring gameplay footage possible. But anyway, I won't give you my whole corp history. I was like in a corp a long time ago called Science for Death, but that was super long ago. Then I was basically in products for maybe half a year, a good long time. I don't know. It's weird that it's all kind of a blur to me. I guess because I just like have like varying times where I would take this game more or less seriously. But yeah, I was in products for a long time, and that was during the whole thing where who was it? You know, there was like a few dominant PC corps that were trying to take over all the map, and Products was like one of the ones holding that last district from them. But that corp ended up dying, and the reason I chose to come to Cap was because back then I was mostly playing this heavy. I wasn't on Porsche as much, and actually that was why my old channel was named after this character and not Porsche. But anyway, what did I do? So I went to Cap to follow this guy called Sup, I'm Pat, who hasn't played in forever, but he was like one of my favorite lodgies. But he was a nice guy, but I guess he also had his moments where he could get cranky with people. So he basically rage quit Paradox because actually he was in EB, but we were practically functioning like we were in the same corp back then. A guy who I gave up here. Yeah, a guy who was our FC back then. It was Iron Patriot, and he messed up his FCing, and that made Sub on Pat rage quit, and then he went to Cap. Then I followed him to Cap, first on Guild Luck, and then shortly after on Porsche, and then I don't know, I just, I wasn't playing a whole lot at that point. I think I took a break from the game. I was sort of taking a break from the game at that time, but he ended up rage quitting Cap, and back to Eternal Beings, which was the corp that was allied with Products, and I think Products is dead. I think Eternal Beings is still kind of kicking around. I haven't seen them lately though. Yeah, so he was gone, but I was still in cap, and they had a few. They had like they weren't crazy. They weren't crazy active in PC for a lot of the early times I was there. I ended up leaving cap on Gildenlock, but I kept Porsche in cap, which is why Gildenlock only has 4 months, but Porsche has like 12 months. And I think at one point people did. I know I told Operator, who is also another person who's gone, that I know Operator knew both of my characters were the same guy, but I think the corp kind of like there was such a big inactivity period in the corp, and I think people lost track, and a lot of people didn't know that Porsche and Gildenlock were the same guy. I mean, my old YouTube wasn't that well known, and I wasn't trying to hide it from anyone, but anyway, I basically was corp hopping on Gildenlock, looking for a PC active corp, but I stayed in cap on Porsche, and I was in another corp on New Boob. They were all part of the same alliance, and then that alliance ended up splitting up, so that was awkward because I had all my characters in different different corps that weren't allied anymore. So I had to kind of make. I wasn't that well known at the time, so I had to make kind of a decision as to where I wanted to stick all my characters and make my ultimate home. And yeah, here's my deep dark shame. Gildenlock was in Murphy's Law at one point. Murphy's Law under the notorious Roman, and that fucking guy. I couldn't play. I tried to make it through a swear-free episode, but anyway, that fucking guy never played me in his PCs, and he was taxing like 5%. I hate paying taxes, so I was not there long for obvious reasons. And yeah, I even tried being in GAM at one point with Gildenlock, but I could just tell that, I mean, I had known a couple of people there for a long time from my products time, but I could just tell that their recruitment process was not refined. As much as I like the people, I wanted to end up in those pair of people. I wanted to end up in like a relatively solid unit. So yeah, eventually Cap got more active, and then I ended up. Cap was actually a group, and because that alliance split apart, I think Cap's real main purpose in life was taking down Roman. And I think the happiest Cap has ever been was when that was our raison d'etre, was taking down Roman. And I think, and then we accomplished that, and I released a ridiculous 50-minute video celebrating our defeat over Roman, because it was very easy for me to unite in disliking Roman along with everybody else. But once we did that, I think our raison d'etre was gone, and it was just a very slow but steady decline for Cap after that. And what else is important? Oh yeah, so we didn't have any real wars. I guess there's only really been 2 real wars I've ever fought while in Cap. It was versus Roman versus the Last Hope, and the Last Hope one was relatively recent. But by the time the Last Hope war rolled around, I was already starting to feel different about this corp. There was just a, to put it bluntly, there was a douchebagginess which had kind of taken over Cap. People just weren't happy being here. There was just that trifecta of grumpy fuckers, and yeah, but yeah, I think the weird thing is we've kind of we've kind of found ourselves by ending, weirdly enough. I'm on these days, and people are in better spirits these days because they know things are kind of rearranging themselves, and yeah, I haven't had to deal with that for a while, so don't feel bad about my move away from Cap. I'm gonna end up with a lot of the same guys, basically doing the same thing I did before. I was with I went to Cap to follow a dude, and then I'm basically gonna try to go into random guns to follow a dude. And if I don't end up in random guns for some weird reason, I know another great corp that I can hop into that'll just be friendly, whatever. And I know this is we're kind of in an era now that's gonna demand activity from people, but I'm really hoping I can just take it easy. Like, guys, I'm exhausted, dude. For pretty much this whole Corinne salvage thing, I've been playing like crazy. And I need something sane. I need a sanity restoration. Anyways, I ended with footage of the Tash Murkon skin for heavies. It was obtained in a box, and it is now tradable. And that is a very scary pink man. So I'm gonna end it there. And keep giving me all your feedback, people. I enjoy all of it. And until next time, Dusty, see you Starside.